Today I had the keys to a 2008 RS60 Spyder Special Edition, but I only get to drive it for 1 mile to see what I think. Now, 2008, this was the last year of what they called the 987.1. Porsche was about to start the second generation of the 987, and the big changes in 2009 was a different engine and availability of PDK. So this car has Tiptronic. It would be the last year they would use Tiptronic or make it available in the sports car. So they came out with the special edition called the RS60, which is a homage to the actual 1960 RS60 Spyders that did so well in competition. To commemorate that, they made 1,960 of these special edition cars, of which I believe less than 900 actually made it to the United States. It's easy to spot these cars. There's a couple quick telltale features. You can see the windshield frame is not body color, it's black. It came with these special wheels that were only found on this Boxster Spyder model. In the door sill, made no doubt what kind of special edition it was, the RS60. On the glove box, it was actually numbered, so you could get a unique serial number to the RS60. It came in the GT Silver, which was the silver found on the Carrera GT, different from an Arctic Silver or any other kind of silver that was available for Boxsters. And the interior, you could get the black or red. This one, of course, has the black. It was a very unique model, and what I like best about it, the thing where I can spot it from far away, it didn't have the instrument pod cover that most Boxsters had. So you could see the instruments, the 3 individual instruments, very easily. This was 303 horsepower, a little bit more horsepower than a Boxster S, just by a few horsepower. But it did take it over 300 for the first time. So let's get in, take it for a drive.
Be sure to log into your YouTube account, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. Best of all, it's free to do so.
So in the Tiptronic, the first 4 gears are drive gears. The 5th one is an overdrive gear. Had the paddles on the steering wheel like the Tiptronics of that era did. I can tell you right now, the sport exhaust, very nice tone, very throaty. Nice little burbling sound. This has much tighter turning than the 05 Boxster that I actually own, which is also 987.1. The PASM is a little bit firmer ride. This car has almost 43,000 miles on the clock, which isn't that much for a 08. Gauges are very easy to read, with the tach being straight in the middle like most Porsches. So on the way back, when we turn around, I'm going to turn the PASM off and see what it feels like without it. Definitely gives you the confidence to go faster than you probably think you can go. I can tell right away there doesn't seem to be like a night and day difference with the PASM on. This is definitely a sporty suspension, even in the base form, I guess. While 300 horsepower may seem on the low end with the Porsches out today, it's very well matched for this car. I gotta admit, I'm not really missing the stick shift, so I can easily drop down a couple gears and get all the torque I want. So on a Tiptronic, in order to keep the revs up, you really got to keep an eye on the shifting, because it wants to shift into higher gears, probably save you on gas and to be more efficient. They do make a sport button for some Tiptronics. This one does not have it. So here's my impressions and a rating system. So for Cars and Coffee, the owner of this car actually brings it to Cars and Coffee a lot. That's where I first saw it. I love the RS60. That's just a personal preference of mine. I think it's a special model. I love the fact of these instruments so exposed that the other Boxsters don't have. I wish my Boxster had that, but it's only found on this RS60. But the wheels, that special GT Silver, yeah, I think this is the kind of car that you could park with the other Porsches and be really proud. Could you park it in the front row? Probably not, because I think to the average car guy, this probably looks just like another Boxster, nothing special. But for the Porsche people, I think they'll recognize right away this is a special Boxster. So I would give it probably like a 4, 4.5 for the car show, Cars and Coffee rating. As far as a daily driver, why not? Yeah, definitely. I think you could drive this easily. Because it's convertible, let's give it like 3 days a week. If you live in an area where it rains and everything and you have a second car, I would probably keep this inside on days that it rains, just to protect the long-term health of the top. The top does have a glass rear window, so you know, it's going to last. If you take care of it, the tops will last a very long time. I know the one on this car is original, the one on my 05 is original. So for daily driver rating, probably a 5.5 to a 6, say 3 days a week if you once again live in an area where it may rain. As far as road trip, yeah, definitely. It's much like a Tiptronic. If you have your better half doesn't drive stick shift, having a Tiptronic allows anyone to drive it. Has plenty of storage. I would say probably maybe 3, maybe 4 days worth of clothes, luggage for 2 people, because it has a ample front trunk and a decent size rear trunk. The only thing I would caution you on the rear trunk is that it actually gets hot. So you don't put chocolate back there or anything that may melt, because the exhaust and the engine being so close, it gets much hotter in the rear trunk, but the front trunk's nice and cool. Plenty of room for a 3 or 4 day trip. So I would give it a probably like a 6 for a road trip. Overall, it's a very special car. If you see one come up, don't write it off as just a marketing gimmick that Porsche threw a couple badges on. Porsche is very selective when they name cars after previous models, and this one's definitely worthy of the RS60 name badge.